En Vogue's smash hit, My Lovin', Never Gonna Get It. Now, En Vogue was born when each girl answered an ad for an audition for an all-girl group that was being put together by two producers in Oakland, California. Thousands upon thousands of hopefuls showed up, but only one, or I should say four, made the cut. Dawn, Maxine, Cindy, and Terry, who are with us right now. And I'm dying to know, first of all, you guys all came from, what, New Jersey, California, Connecticut, Texas. How did you... Yeah. How did you hear about the auditions? And do you remember them? Were they anything like what we see now, like American Idol kind of auditions?
No.
Actually. Well, you know, the stories, the synergy is interesting because I heard about the audition through a mutual friend of mine and Cindy. And he had never heard me sing before, but he knew of me through a friend that he was working with, through one of my friends. Okay. And my friend said to him, he told my friend that he was going to an audition that Foster McElroy was putting together for a girl group. And then my friend said, hey, I know a girl that should audition. And he said, okay, cool. And then Cindy and Gary came to Houston, and I met Cindy in passing.
But Gary was a friend of mine. He must have known your friend.
He knew Mark.
He knew Mark Felton, who was a musician that she was working with. And actually, he was bringing me to Texas to meet you guys because Carl Lewis, the word was Carl Lewis was looking for some background singers.
Are you serious?
So he was trying to get me.
I never even knew that part.
He was trying to get me to Texas to meet you guys because I think that you guys had an in somehow with Carl Lewis, or that was the word.
I sang background in his first album.
Yeah, okay. So I came to Texas. I met Terry. I met Mark. And then we sort of stayed in touch. You know, she would call me every once in a while. She was in college, and she would be saying, I'm tired of college, and I just want to leave. Your parents paying for it? Yeah, well, you better stay in college. Okay. So, and then one day, you came out to Los Angeles when I finally moved there, and we had lunch.
Yep.
And, you know, so we lightly kept in touch. And then Gary found out about the audition, and we both went on the same day. And you flew in, and you can tell that story.
And I was late.
Yeah, didn't you almost not even make the audition?
It was, my flight was delayed.
From what time to what time, though?
Oh, my goodness.
You're supposed to get in at like 3. You didn't get there until 10 at night or something?
Right.
No, she came in late afternoon.
It was late afternoon. It was evening time, though, by the time I got there.
I thought it was like 8, 9, 10.
I love how our guests get to know each other
on
the show all over again.
The audition was over, but they were still there.
We were still there. We were still kind of...
We were recording.
Because you know what? Recording. We were family immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like a
that's so
energy
click right I never would have guessed that. You guys...
It really was.
I feel like I'm part of En Vogue.
Because they really only wanted 3 girls originally.
Well, I was going to say they were going for a trio, Foster and McElroy, but and you almost didn't make the audition. You almost didn't even make the band.
Exactly.
Right.
So did they tell all of you this before, like right after they put you together, or did they wait? Did you have any idea they wanted trio?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah, they told us. They told us that they were the only
Right.
wanted 3, and that
Really?
maybe
I didn't
all
know.
of us
So you didn't know?
and that we weren't all going to be singing solo.
had
There
no
may only
details.
be one solo artist, so don't get upset.
Lead singer, yeah.
One lead singer.
I honestly didn't think I was going to make it.
Really?
So I was actually surprised to hear that I did make it, because on the day of the audition, to me, they were just singing their butts off. And I was just like, I'd studied classical voice. I came from musical theater. I thought, if anything, I'm going to be, if I sing, maybe I'll do the opera chorus in the San Francisco Opera or something. So I
Don't
just
shoot
didn't
for
think,
anything big or anything.
Exactly.
I just didn't think that I had what they had, honestly. So when I heard I made the group, I was really surprised. And then, even when we got in the studio and we started working on our project, there were so many talented people in the Bay Area that would do a record deal or get a record deal. You hear about so-and-so got a record deal. And then you never hear from them. You never hear their project. It just got shelved or whatever. So I just knew that was going to happen to us. We're going to record an album. It's going to get put on the shelf. I'm going back to LA. I'm going to be a star.
And she treated us like that. She treated us like that for the first year. That's how she treated us like that.
No, I didn't.
You little peons, I'm going to LA to act. This is not what I'm going to be doing.
I'm Miss California. Okay. I'm a pageant queen.
I just knew that I wasn't going to be spending much time there. so
true.
I was going to be out.
But then we
it
were
just-
working, and she found herself working with
Okay.
us. Okay,
Yes,
we
she
were
did.
really
She had
busy.
to deal with
She
that.
had
You know,
exactly.
The
We were
first
like,
single
you're
took
gonna
off
work.
overnight.
It did.
Yes,
I
it really
mean,
did.
I know
and
it
I didn't
did.
expect that.
And you
I
know-
really didn't. I was
She was stuck with us.
and I'm not complaining. I was happy.
Did they ask you
Okay.
guys to kind of model yourselves after any groups from the past and have you, act or create a certain image?
It kind of just naturally happened, I think, just because of our harmonies and our blend and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then a certain class that we had as far as the style of dress that we,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
I think it just was natural for us to kind of be likened to the Supremes. We hear that a lot.
But
Yeah, so. it was
there's
just
such a
natural.
big difference, though, too, because again, you guys, it wasn't just your harmonies and it wasn't just your style; it was your intelligence and the words that
Oh,
you
wow.
sang and all
Thank
that
you.
stuff.
And we were fortunate enough to be able to have the opportunity to work with producers who
Yes.
had a real respect for women. So we were conscious, they were conscious of what they were writing lyrically as well.
Too bad they're not more
And
of
encouraged
those
us.
people.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know there was probably so many things from going from complete
Nobody's,
unknowns
exactly.
to becoming overnight stars. What changed the most for each of you? If you can think of one thing that changed the most when you guys made it over, went
You know
from
what? We were
nobody to
working-
somebody.
Well, I'm sorry
For
to
me,
talk
it was
over you.
privacy.
Privacy?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was.
exactly. I would say
you
that
know,
too. That was the
I
hardest
couldn't
part
go
for
to the
me.
grocery
Yeah.
store anymore, and people were staring, and I couldn't
Yeah.
handle it at first. After
She
a
has a hard
while,
time with
they had to
that
pull me to the side and say, "Terry,
Yeah.
you can't be mean." And it wasn't that I was being mean; it was just so uncomfortable to
Felt your
move
space was
around
invaded.
and someone's in your personal space constantly,
Yeah.
or they're staring at you.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You must
how
feel
to
like an
handle
alien.
that. Yeah.
Like, why are they looking at me?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was strange, and
And
then
even to this day, though, still when people stare, I'm like, and I have to remember, oh, they know who you are. You can't get upset with that.
Sure.
Because they may know you, and
Yeah.
you just have to remember that. But I think we were working so hard, and so much was
Moving
happening
so fast.
Yeah, it was really quick for us, and we really had to play catch up to hold on when it was out as a single. It took off like wildfire, so we were still, but we were traveling and working and busy.
Yeah, it became
To
really
really handle
intense.
bus. Exactly.
Yeah.
I bet it did. I bet
Tour
it did.
bus.
Now, are you enjoying it more, and because you're taking it a little bit slower and taking
Yeah,
time to?
I would say so.
Yeah,
I-
but
we've
it-
learned
We're
so
working
much
harder
now
now,
about the
though. It
business.
feels like.
Yeah, we're working really hard, but one thing that I love, I feel like we're mature now. Not so many things get to me, I feel personally like that. I feel like I can handle, it's the truth.